Hello everyone, it's Solomon Chow in the house. It's Thursday, September 18th, 2025. Welcome to my show, Life Runner. Like Blade Runner. But you're running away from your wife, from getting married. Terrible. Today's degenerates are absolutely terrible. So, it's the 18th, so I literally earn about $18 a day. If you're wondering, why the hell I'm doing this channel. This is the future. In current time, 2025, people of all walks of life need to monetize off their human conditioning, off their suffering, for the sake of, you guessed it, money. Yeah, I want to get paid. I show up, I want to get paid. Do you have to do any work? Do you have to, sweat? Do you have to, have tears in your eyes? Life isn't fair. Of course you don't. You just have to show up, boy or girl or whatever, and there you are. Give or take. This is my 99-cent McDonald's coffee. So, for every dollar I make, I get to have a coffee, I guess. There's nothing really you can buy of value in today's world with 99 cents. There's the McDonald's 99 cents value menu. I think they've done away with that. Anyways, you just download the app. You too can get your 99 cents McDonald's coffee when you're on the road. I don't think anyone else does that these days. So, I got a whole day at work, and this is the post-apocalyptic COVID work simulation I got going on here. Many people have had their jobs killed off because of AI. Many have not. But knowing my luck, it's always shit hits the ceiling fan. So, why this YouTube channel? It's got to be 8 minutes long. I gotta monetize. People fuck up in life. Jimmy Fallon recently just is taken down by Trump for speaking about the Charlie Kirk sniper incident, and he didn't like what he had to say, and they'll just take you out. I believe it's NBC Studios. And yeah, that's happened before to me on the layperson scale. I collected unemployment 3 times in my life. So, if you're a young person, it's not the end of the world that you don't have a job. It was, back in the day, it was 2008, the same thing happened. People couldn't find jobs on a massive scale level. It's fairly common. People had to do minimum wage jobs out of college. Everyone thought that their liberal arts degree was going to pave the way for the future. If I had a time machine, no one cares. No one cares about your liberal arts degree. Underwater basket weaving. Maybe you just got the degree just because you had to, because Karen tried to influence everyone. Go to college. You're not cool unless you go to college. Social validation. How that Karen got in the minds of white suburban parents. Go to college. We're literally brainwashed. And you went to college, and now you're not $90,000 in debt, and you still don't have a job. No one cares about your morals and your values and your whatever. They just want their money. Welcome to OnlyFans. What do you want me to tell you? There's not going to be a job lined up for you just because you studied feminism. That doesn't pay the bills. Kung Fu didn't pay the bills, you know. Back in China, back in the day, people were doing martial arts left and right and trying to be the Sifu, and they couldn't even pay the rent, put a roof over their head. This was popular during the during World War II era of Ip Man, and everyone tried to be the next Bruce Lee. It wasn't happening. People didn't have money. People didn't have jobs for it. They just wanted the next best thing. Long story short, there ain't no money. It's never been. Whew. Delusional. Absolutely delusional. That's why I'm here. That's how this is existing. That's how I'm in existence. I'm a part of history. I'm not just talking out of my ass. So don't forget to go to work, because everyone's going to be lying to you. Everyone's going to be daydreaming. Everyone has or will impose their will on you. I know it's tough. I know it's hard. That's why I do the 9 to 5. That's why I work overnight. Are there still people who come after me and question my doings working at nighttime? Yes, of course. You know, do I want to see? No, I don't. I don't want to see anybody. Shit. You know, you adding extra baggage isn't helping. I don't know what to tell you. People need money. Karen did not help the economy. Go to college, you know, just for the sake of going to college, just so everyone you can tell all your little friends, my son or daughter is a lawyer or doctor. No one cares about that shit. Do you have the money or not? My God. Do you have the income or not? Like, shit, you're going to be put on the streets if you don't perform. I mean, like, what do you want me to tell you? Karen is not the center of the universe. Shit. My God, could have invested in 10 Bitcoin at $3,000 during the 2015, 2018 crypto, winter ups and downs. Why didn't Karen say that? Why didn't Karen say anything that would financially have benefited you instead of doing this social validation shit all the time? Go to college. Go buy Bitcoin. 10 Bitcoin at $3,000 with $30,000 cash. You'd have fucking $1 million now to do whatever the hell you want. As opposed to go to college. Go to college. Spend 4 years getting your bachelor's degree and fucking get $90,000 in debt. Yeah, real smart, Karen. Yeah, thanks for fucking over another generation of young people. Oh well, what are you gonna do? So my 8 minutes is up. So I'm just gonna be heading down the road of whatever, of bitching and complaining. I still have 5 minutes before I have to punch in. Just another day. Maybe, you often wonder, how do people do their jobs? Harvard Business Review actually says the best thing you can do for yourself is to be bored to reset your baseline of happiness, to make sure you're not burning out your dopamine receptors and all this stuff with your frontal neural cortex, whatever the hell. Just to be bored. Who wants that? We live in an attention economy. Of course you want me talking, entertaining you, you know. Who just wants to be bored? But that is the ultimate advice. Be bored, you know. Do nothing. Again, life is short. YOLO. You only live once. Who can just tolerate being bored? You know, then there's the person about, don't talk about money. I don't, that's all I talk about is, that's all people want to care about. Because they can't relate to anything else. There's no metric system to that. Why should I learn underwater basket weaving? So, moving down the street, just walking down the street here in memory lane. Trying to look for some solutions. Maybe there aren't. Maybe there aren't any. You're just there to exist in the, what they call the primitive capital accumulation phase. The people just want to run around, collect money, wait for until their next bi-weekly paycheck. You know, nothing makes them more exciting than seeing their pension or retirement fund, or, you know, or maybe that's if you're lucky. The people who aren't, you know, are just looking for the next rent payment. And it always comes back to this. No matter what anyone says, party, you know, it's unavoidable. Tuition money. So where are all the good jobs, the high-paying jobs and stuff? If everyone's obsessed with money all the time, you know, it's most definitely not with liberal arts. Most definitely not with the vast majority of people, of course. And everything that people touch just becomes oversaturated. Oh, it must be STEM, science, technology, mathematics. Now you have AI, you know. Now you have kids crawling back to trade schools, HVAC, electrician, plumber. Maybe throw in like a garbage sanitation man in there. Business. You know, I want the cool jobs. I want to be a boss babe. Yeah, well, there's really no such thing anymore. I mean, like, but what in the actual hell? You're that good looking that you can just waltz in and just become the CEO of any big corporation out there. It's ridiculous. But whatever. Comes next week. Same mentality. I'm gonna find a rich husband, a sugar daddy, you know. Then there's gonna be someone who says, life is short, you know. Chase freedom. Chase freedom instead of crunching numbers and counting pennies. Sure, you go do that. This is America. A lot of things are just blatantly illegal. So, a lot of people are just forced into just working 2 or 3 jobs because there's nothing else to do. Unless you want to shop at Walmart all day or just go rogue. And those who are married just gets in this shitstorm of divorce and child support and alimony, and they just become this guy, the single guy, who's a wife runner. Never again. You know, I don't want to see this child support shit. I don't want to see this alimony shit. You know, everyone wants to get married until reality hits hard. Eventually, reality will catch up to you. It's about the 9 to 5. It's about finding work to do. It's about getting paid every bi-weekly paycheck, so you can see numbers in your bank account. And if it wasn't that, then it would be social credits, like in China or something. You can never stop learning. Everyone wants to be lazy and retired and win the lottery. Shit. Eventually, you'll be like, damn, this is just another form of complacency, laziness. And you'll be sitting under the Bodhisattva tree and be all like, the path to enlightenment is the middle way. It's 2025. Rinse and repeat. There's nothing new under the sun here. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace out.